chair and watching the fireworks. A big league pitcher, but always a kid at heart. Thanks for joining us here on Quick Pitch. And Jose, you will be greatly missed.
Sometimes I look at the stands and I see those kids laughing, saying my name, and it's really special. It's really special, and knowing everything that I've been through, I really appreciate being out there and seeing those kids smile. I love pitching, and I respect this game so much. So any time, any second that I'm blessed to be out on that mound and that I'm healthy, I really appreciate it.
Welcome to Quick Pitch, presented by Degree. I'm Jamie Hirsch. Shock and sadness. That is what the entire baseball world felt waking up on Sunday morning to the devastating news that Jose Hernandez was tragically killed in a boating accident overnight in Miami. At just 24 years old, he was one of the most talented and promising pitchers in baseball. Jose loved the game of baseball, and the baseball world loved him back. The Marlins canceled their game against the Braves on Sunday, but all of the players still went to Marlins Park to pay tribute to their teammate. The images from that morning are heartbreaking, and you will see just how much Jose meant to his teammates, his coaches, his fans, his city, and so many others. He was at the top of his game, finishing up another all-star season this year, but it was off the field where he brought joy to so many people, and his teammates will remember him mostly for that.
When you watch kids play Little League or something like that, that's the joy that Jose played with. And the passion he felt about playing, that's what I think about.
One of the guys told a story today that he told one of his teammates that the last game that he pitched against the Nationals, his best game he ever pitched, and now he's gone. And it's hard. It is hard.
I think somebody said that if Jose were here, he would be saying we're going to get out there tomorrow and play and honor the game and honor the people who wish they could play the game but can't, and honor the oppressed people in Cuba who can't play this game but want to. And that is what we will do.
I don't know if there's words to express, how I feel. It's a tremendous loss. And my heart goes out to his family.
Giancarlo Stanton shared this heart-wrenching post on Instagram saying, "I am still waiting to wake up from this nightmare. I lost my brother today and I can't quite comprehend it. The shock is overwhelming. What he meant to me, our team, the city of Miami, Cuba, and everyone else in the world that his enthusiasm and heart has touched can never be replaced. I can't fathom what his family is going through because we, as his extended family, are a wreck. I gave him the nickname Nino because he was just a young boy among men, yet those men could barely compete with him. He had his own level, one that was changing the game, extraordinary as a person before the player, yet still just a kid whose joy lit up the stadium more than lights could, a kid whose time came too soon, one that I will miss and never forget. Rest in peace, Nino." Of course, Fernandez touched the lives of many other players throughout baseball who also shared their reaction to the news and memories of Jose.
He's a guy that, left everything behind him to make his dream come true, and end so quickly like this, it's very sad. It's very sad, It's a guy with a bright future. His mom, his family, his mother, everybody feel like really bad about it.
That smile you're not going to see anymore. It's that personality, the love of the game, the love of everything, really. Just yesterday, he was so accessible too. It's just the Marlins are done with batting practice, but he's still out here talking to everybody, having a great time, and it's something that's a lot of people are going to miss.
I think everybody knows about my son and some of the struggles that he deals with, and a lot of people, they don't really know how to treat him, and for some reason Jose had a heart for him, and I'd get to the field and it wasn't like, "Hey Jose, do you mind keeping an eye on him while I
hit or whatever. It was, Jose come and grab him, and they were together from the time they got to the field till the time my wife came to pick him up. And I think that really says a lot about what was truly in his heart and what kind of a guy he was.
Just like the epitome of kind of like how to live life, I mean, it's awful that he's gone, but he lived every day he had to the fullest. I believe that. So I don't want to talk about it much more.
Clearly, Jose Hernandez had a tremendous impact as a person and also as a pitcher in just 4 Major League seasons. He was the 14th overall pick back in 2011 and made his Major League debut just 2 years later. A remarkable season that earned him Rookie of the Year honors for the National League. But his story is so much greater than baseball alone, and Robert Flores takes us through the incredible life of Jose Hernandez.
Jose Hernandez, one of the most talented and charismatic pitchers in baseball, burst onto the landscape in 2013 as a 20-year-old phenom. The Cuban-born right-hander captivated fans across the world with his electric arm and wipeout breaking pitch, winning NL Rookie of the Year and finishing 3rd in Cy Young voting.
For the first time in nationally voting for the Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year award, a Cuban-born player is the winner. The Marlins pitcher, Jose Hernandez.
But his on-field exploits paled in comparison with his harrowing journey from Cuba. 3 times, a 14-year-old Fernandez and his mother attempted to defect and failed, resulting in prison time for the teenager.
That was really hard. I think the toughest part was leaving all my family.
In 2008, the two tried again. On that trip, Fernandez saved his mother when she was washed overboard, diving into the ocean and pulling her back to the boat. But finally, mother and son had succeeded in reaching the United States. An impoverished teen growing up in Tampa with little English, Fernandez dedicated himself to becoming a big league pitcher. In 2011, the Marlins took him 14th overall in the draft.
With the 14th selection of the 2011 first-year player draft, the Florida Marlins select Jose Hernandez.
But the righty quickly established himself as the top talent in his class. Less than 2 years following his selection, Fernandez made his Major League debut on April 7, 2013.
His first Major League pitch to Colin Cowgill, a fastball on the inside corner at 93 for a called strike.
Later that same year, on November 10, 2013, one day before winning the National League Rookie of the Year, Fernandez was reunited with his grandmother for the first time since his defection from Cuba when he was 15 years old.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Fernandez's time in the big league was defined not just by his generational talent, but also by the genuine joy he exuded on the field. As bright as his star shined on the mound, it was his personality which lit up the Marlins clubhouse and galvanized the community. His sudden and tragic passing leaves the baseball community in mourning.